you're looking for a larger lot in St. Johns County and you're familiar with one of the largest, most well-known tract builders in the country, that's right, Toll Brothers, there's two communities that come up. Of course, there's a new one in town that everybody really likes. It's kind of like the cool kid, and that, of course, is Newbrook in SilverLeaf. The other big player in town for a Toll Brothers community that has larger lots, and that's 80-foot lots plus, is Bartram Ranch. So, which one do you choose? Well, today I'm going to give you the lowdown on both communities. Today it's about Newbrook versus Bartram Ranch. All right, welcome to the Google Maps. We're here in Northeast Florida, a suburb of Jacksonville, and we're comparing Newbrook to Bartram Ranch, both Toll Brothers communities. And I want you to know right off the bat, Newbrook is part of the master plan community of SilverLeaf, which is a massive master plan community. They are, I think, permitted to have about over 16,000 homes. It's well ahead of its time. I would say in the next 10, 15 years, we'll see that kind of development, but it's already gotten started. And Toll Brothers has just recently started Newbrook, brand new community. It's going to have about 570 homes, I believe, from townhomes all the way up to larger homes over 4,000 square feet. Bartram Ranch is not a master plan community. It is its own community, just an HOA community with just its one clubhouse. And I'll get into that a little bit more. And that is going to have 6 phases with only 357 homes. So Newbrook is almost double the size, and it is part of the master plan community. But we're on the map here, so let's talk about location. We're in Newbrook right here, a little more centrally located. It is certainly closer to the beach, and it is closer to downtown St. Augustine, and it is close to World Golf Village right over here where you have your Costco and Buc-ee's, and it is also in the middle of construction of one of the largest Publix grocery stores in Silverleaf near Newbrook. Publix grocery store, largest in Florida, apparently. And now we're hearing that a Super Target will also be being built in Silverleaf as well. But the main vein lines for Newbrook, you can access 16 right here in the back of the neighborhood, 16A, which is a main vein line for commuting, as well as the St. John's Parkway, which runs into 210, which hits 95, or you can continue to the 9B exit where the Durbin Shopping Center is in major development currently right now with multiple phases to come. So it is very centrally located. It is certainly closer to the beach. Bartram Ranch is further out west near Switzerland and Rivertown. And Bartram Ranch is in St. Johns County, but it is considered the city of St. Johns, the municipality of St. Johns within St. Johns County. It gets a little confusing, but it is a St. Johns address. It is not a St. Augustine address, okay? And it is located, if you take 210 out further out west, you'll run into Briarcrest and Greenbrier Road, and you are close to Rivertown and Switzerland. Now, Bartram Ranch is not part of a master plan community. It is just a Toll Brothers community by itself. And then again, it is only 357 homes, and that's it. And there's no other builders, as opposed to a Newbrook, which is a Toll Brothers only community, but it is in the master plan community of Silverleaf, which has a lot of different builders. Now, we'll get into a little bit more depth here as far as amenities and what that looks like for a master plan community. But I must also note that currently, if you go back and watch my video community overview of Newbrook, at the end of that video, we'll show you with drone footage where the new First Coast Toll Road is currently being constructed, and that is going to connect from this Shands Bridge and come all the way through near 16A, come right above here near Newbrook and cut through Silverleaf to get to 95. So there will be an exit there by Newbrook in Silverleaf. And so again, giving you more central access to main roads, highways, if you will. Newbrook will certainly be a much busier area. Silverleaf is also drawing a lot of commercial real estate right now. Finally, the big stores are coming in. A lot more traffic you're going to see, a lot more homes with this central location. And of course, Bartram Ranch being out west is in a little more quieter area. It feels a little more country there. It's smaller, not as much retail. So a completely different feel of vibes. If you're looking for more hustle and bustle, Newbrook is definitely more centrally located. If you want a shorter drive to the beach or downtown St. Augustine, that Newbrook would be the better Toll Brothers community for you. Of course, Bartram Ranch still has great location, getting connected right here to 13, which goes into downtown Jacksonville and also goes quick access to say the rest of St. Augustine and World Golf Village here as well. So both have great access to major vein lines and major roads, but Newbrook certainly takes the cake as far as central location. And as some of my clients would say, probably a little bit more pop going on in this area. All right, so here we go. We're in the Newbrook webs page for Toll Brothers. And again, this picture here, I think, again, is very clear indicator that this is the amenities of Silverleaf, the master plan community. Now, again, I have a video I'll put on the show description of Silverleaf's overview of that master plan community because it's pretty impressive. It is in the beginning stages and it is going to be a massive development. And currently, right now, Silverleaf, the master plan community, is building their second amenity center. And so this picture here is the first amenity center in Silverleaf with the water parks. The cool thing about this master plan community is that they plan to have many amenity centers. There's going to be over 16,000 homes. So if you live in Newbrook, you're going to have access to all these amenities. Now, in 2026, they're saying that they're going to have their own Toll Brothers amenity center. And so in this section, we're going to talk about amenities and HOA and what you get for the HOA. So in order to have access to the master plan community, this is not a CDD master plan community. So instead of a CDD fee, they have a master HOA fee. And currently that fee is it runs about $100 a month, $1,200 a year. Okay, so that is your master HOA fee. So if you live in Newbrook, you're going to have to pay that master HOA fee, which is around $1,200 a year, and then you're going to pay your neighborhood HOA fee, which in Newbrook is currently, is currently around $120 a month. Okay, now what do you get for that $120 a month in Newbrook? Well, every community in Newbrook, and the way it's structured is they have different collections, and they're building from townhomes all the way up to 70, 80-foot lots in the Spruce collection. So you'll be able to, if you're looking for a townhome, you'll have townhome communities all the way up to 70, 80-foot, 4,000 plus square foot homes in Newbrook. So you have a vast array of different size homes. There's almost something for everyone. And again, that's going to be 570 total homes. And every community within Newbrook will have electronic gated entry. So if you live in that Newbrook community neighborhood, depending on which neighborhood you'll have access to your neighborhood, whether it's the townhomes, whether it's a 40, 50, 60, 70, or 80-foot lot community. Now, you will pay an HOA fee for that. Gated communities don't come for free. And that fee right now is currently $120 a month. Now, it could go up, the HOA fee for Newbrook, because they are in the process of starting building their own amenities, if you will. So Newbrook Toll Brothers has chosen to build their own amenity center just for Toll Brothers customers that live in Newbrook, and that's what you're paying for in your HOA fee. It's not built yet, so there's a possibility that once it is built, your HOA, if you're a Newbrook resident, could go up from that $120 a month. I'm just forewarning you in advance because somebody has to pay to maintain all that. And so that amenity center, which they do an amazing job, Toll Brothers does an amazing job of their amenity centers because they have beautiful gyms, beautiful pool, turf area to sit, dog parks, playgrounds, if you will. And that again will only be accessible for Toll Brothers customers in Newbrook. And again, that's what your HOA fee is. So in Newbrook, if you're looking to have that master plan living environment, you will have that option to be part of SilverLeaf. And then you will also have your own community connections for all the Toll Brother residents just in Newbrook alone. Another thing I will say is that SilverLeaf, kind of like a Nocatee, is one of the master plan communities has made it very golf cart accessible to connect all the neighborhoods with a golf cart road system, and as well as commercial. And that's a big deal. I think that's what makes Nocatee so popular, is that you can literally take your golf cart to the grocery store. And so in this case as well, Newbrook being part of SilverLeaf, you will be able to access all the other neighborhoods from the other builders. You'll be able to access the master plan water parks, the amenities there, all via golf cart, and more importantly, you'll be able to access them via golf cart on the golf cart road system as well, which I think is very, very, very unique and very cool. What else can I tell you about Newbrook? So 570 homes. You have to pay into the master plan HOA fee, $100, and then $120 for the community as of for now. The new amenity center just for Newbrook residents will be hopefully built by 2026. Also, SilverLeaf, as I mentioned in that video overview community, their second amenity center will hopefully be ready also in 26, 27 as well. So a lot going on in Newbrook. Now, like I said, they do it where you can go into the town's collection and get a townhome for anywhere from 1,800 to 21 square feet. This says prices starting at $376. Again, that's the base price of the model home. So be very careful with that pricing. Again, that's why you need a good real estate professional to give you a very clear understanding of what your budget really needs to be, because you still need to pay for the lot premium, still need to pay for structural changes, and you still need to pay for design center. And at the end of it, it will not resemble $376,000. Now, there are cases sometimes where you can get incentives depending on the lot location of the townhome. So that's the townhome collection. Cypress collection, single family, 1,700 to 2,400 square feet. Again, price from, that's the base price of the models. The Dogwood collection, 2,100 to 2,600 square feet. The Juniper collection, 2,600 to just under 3,300 square foot. And the River Birch collection, 2,800 to 3,600 square feet. And then finally, the Spruce collection, which is 3,700 square feet up to just under 4,800 square feet. So some pretty cool options there. The Spruce collection, certainly the largest lots, again, that you can get in St. Johns County, that you can build a massive Toll Brothers floor plan of your choice. So currently we have a Delmonico being built, also known as a Michler and Nocatee. We have one of my customers is just signed to build an Abigail on a massive pie-shaped lot. Again, the backside over 125, 150 feet, lakes to preserve. So lots of different options. We're also building a Delmore Elite, I believe, as well with a customer the River Birch collection. So these are all the different basically lot sizes and communities, and each one of them will have gated entry. Currently, right now, they do have quick move-in homes as well. So not only can you build from scratch from the beginning, but you can also find a quick move-in where you don't have to go through the build process. And so, again, this community, Newbrook, is kind of renewed my faith in the master plan community of SilverLeaf, because Toll Brothers is a massive, big conglomerate company. If they see a reason to invest with a developer like SilverLeaf, that's pretty promising for the master plan community, if you ask me. So I certainly think it's a super cool project. And it's a lot of excitement, of course, going on, because really it's only a couple years old, if that. So it's relatively new. There's still, like I said, there's no amenity center, and they're still formulating the look of the community. You know, there's not even full gated entries in all the communities yet. So very beginning stages, which is always exciting, of course, to be part of a new community. Everybody's new. Everybody's coming from different areas. What floor plan are you? Where are you moving from? Et cetera, et cetera. So it's super, super, super exciting. Okay, so now let's compare to Bartram Ranch. All right, welcome to Bartram Ranch, and we've talked about the amenities in Newbrook being part of the master plan community of SilverLeaf, and so you not only have the access to the amenities of Newbrook in 2026, but also the amenities of the master plan community of SilverLeaf, and of course you pay for that. Now, Bartram Ranch is, again, a little bit of a smaller community. It's comprised of 6 phases. It's currently in phase 5, still selling out of phase 4 as well. Phase 6, which is the final phase, hasn't begun selling yet. So this project has been going since the COVID days, and so it's a very established community, unlike Newbrook, which is a very new community. And Bartram Ranch is not part of a master plan community. It is its own community. There are no other builders, and so there will always be, once the builder is out, then you will have your own HOA and management company, and it will be taken over by the residents of the community, the HOA. And so that is a different model than certainly Newbrook, which is part of the master plan community, which is owned by the developer, also family-owned development company. So a little bit of a different model. This is a little more smaller, a little more quaint. So what does that mean? What do your amenities look like? So the amenities in Bartram Ranch are pretty killer. As you can see, they have their own clubhouse. They have their own pool. They have outdoor ping pong. They have a really nice gym. And I've been there multiple times shooting video there, as you can see from my Bartram Ranch video, which I do a complete overview there. I'll have that in the description as well. But you can see that it is always very quaint. It is not very busy. Nice dog park, playground, the typical. So clubhouse is awesome. So again, Toll Brothers does a really nice job with their amenities. So if you don't need the master plan amenities, water parks, you don't need multiple amenities to choose from, and you're looking for something a little smaller, a little quaint, a little quieter, Bartram Ranch is for you. So what does that cost? So the typical HOA cost for this community, just to maintain the sidewalks and the clubhouse and the common areas, is roughly around $1,500 a year. That's your HOA fee. Okay. Now, the exception to that is that phase 5 and 6, currently phase 5 is building right now. I have a few clients building some pretty big homes. They have electronic gated entries. So their HOA is a little bit higher to pay for that in phase 5 and 6. And that's currently around $2,300 a year to have access to the amenities, but also have gated entry where no one else can access your neighborhood unless you live in that particular phase 5 and 6. Now, again, another one of the big differences in Bartram Ranch, besides it having 365 homes instead of 570 homes, is that they also only have estate size lots, 80 plus foot lots. So all larger homes here. You're not going to find townhomes. You're not going to find 40, 50, 60, 70 product. So let's look at that. Let's look at what we have here. They also have 9 quick move-ins available. So some really good opportunities in there for an established community that's been around a while. So you may have less construction than you're going to have in Newbrook right now. And there's a lot of different popular floor plans available by Toll Brothers, and that's the Barnwell Elite, the Samuel. Those are some big ones, and of course, as you start getting into the bigger homes that are really popular, which a lot of people love, is the Julington, which is 4,200 square feet, and the Delmonico, also known as the Michler. So lots of great options from 2,400 square feet all the way to 4,000 plus square feet on some really big homes. And again, certainly a better price point than a Nocatee, but also I might add, and if you're still watching this, I would say that also the pricing on these homes, on the larger homes, are a little bit more competitive than Newbrook. Okay, now why is that? Well, because Toll Brothers purchased the land, it's their own community, and so perhaps maybe the cost wasn't as high. I don't know. Where in Newbrook, they had to buy the land from the developer. It might be more centrally located, so a little bit more money went into that land over there and the development of that community. So you're going to get a little bit more house for your money in Bartram Ranch. Okay, so again, you can get the big, beautiful floor plans like the Abigail as well. And just remember that the cool thing about all this is that this is a very big estate community. So it's all larger homes, and they're not broken up into different neighborhoods. They're just broken up into different phases. And phase 5 and 6 will have their own gated entry. Very simple, nice amenity center, and they have a small community with little events and everything. Again, if you watch my Bartram Ranch video, you'll get a good feel for it. But it's already been established and built, so you won't be waiting for your own amenity center. And beautiful gym too, by the way. You won't be waiting for the amenity center, and you won't be going through as much construction. So definitely a different feel, a little bit little more quiet in this neck of the woods. Feels a little more country out there. So if you're looking for that serenity and you want a little more house, and you want to maybe save a few bucks and you don't need to be in the middle of a hustle and bustle of a master plan living, then Bartram Ranch might be a better option for you. And again, quite a nice array of homes from 2,400 square feet to over 4,000 square feet, with some amazing lots too. And again, this is coming towards the end of development. So again, the only plans that haven't opened up yet is this phase 6 over here. And phase 5 is definitely got some really killer lots available. A long range lake views, which I really love, but these are all 83 feet plus, much larger lots, very generous to build that larger home if you want more garage space and whatnot. So Bartram Ranch, if you're looking for that a little bit more bang for your buck, you want to be further out west and you want it to be a little more tranquil, then and you don't need the master plan HOA, then this could be for you. All right, so one of the big things and the reasons why people move to Northeast Florida is St. Johns County in particular has a fantastic reputation for public school systems. Florida overall doesn't have the best reputation for public school systems because it was a retirement state up until the COVID days, but things are changing now. And St. Johns County was number 1 in the state of Florida for top public schools, and now we are number 2. And that is because St. Johns County has been growing so rapidly, we can't keep up with the pace of population. So our scoring has suffered a little bit, but it's still a fantastic area for schools, public schools, and again, tremendous amount of great private schools as well. So regardless, if you're trying to make a decision between Bartram Ranch or Newbrook, I would recommend highly going to the St. Johns County website. And if you notice here, and I'll share this link in the description of the video as well, you can see here that there is a 2025-26 attendance zone locator. Because we're growing so quickly, we're opening up new schools every year. Currently, in the fall of 2025-26, I believe Rivertown will be opening up a brand new K-8 school. And in St. Johns County overall, they're moving from the elementary school, middle school model, those two separate schools. They're turning into a model where they're just building K-8 schools. And so the next school to be opened up is in Rivertown, a K-8 school. And I believe that will affect, I'm not sure, don't quote me, that's why I'm showing you this website, but I believe that will affect the zoning for Bartram Ranch at some point. And then in the future, I believe the next school to open up after that is a new K-8 school in Nocatee. And then I expect that SilverLeaf will also eventually get a new school of their own as well. So with that being said, wherever you're considering living, if you don't want to do the research, you can call me. I'd be more than glad to guide you through that if you have children, understanding where they'd be going to school. But you can go to this website. It's the St. Johns County School District site. And if you notice here, there's a 2025-26 attendance zone locator. And at that page, you can just go ahead and type in the address and you'll figure out what school your child will be attending. So if you find out, and then you can also click on a link as well. It has all these schools as well and their web pages. But more importantly, once you have determined what the school is for their community you choose to live in, so for example here for Newbrook, the elementary school would be Wards Creek. And so there's great websites to do research. So for instance, this website, greatschools.org, you can just type in Wards Creek Elementary School and you will see they have a rating of 7 out of 10. If you would like to go further, you can go also to this website, niche.com. And again, you can put Wards Creek Elementary School and see that they have an A overall grade. And again, this is the best way to do the research, if you will. Figure out which school your child will be attending for this school year here. And then you can look them up and research them on greatschools.org or again, you can use niche.com. So that's what I would recommend doing. Just for your information, though, St. Johns County is pretty much, most of the schools are ranked A or A minus or whatnot. But the schools for Newbrook is the elementary school is Hickory Creek. Switzerland Point is the middle school. And then the high school is Bartram Trail. For Bartram Ranch, the current elementary school is Wards Creek. The middle school is Penchetti Bay. And finally, Toccoa Creek is the high school. So for the most part, those are all reputable schools here in St. Johns County. Great options. But again, on the show notes, I'll include this St. Johns County webpage where you can find out exactly which school you would be going to. And then I'll include the links for greatschools.org and niche.com. So you can do your own research to make sure that you are satisfied with schooling. And then again, also I can provide you with a lot of great private school options as well. Jacksonville and the surrounding areas has some amazing private schools as well. All right, so I really hope you found this informative. If you're looking to live in a Toll Brothers community, you have a lot of great options here, but specifically these two communities offer some of the largest Toll Brother builds in St. Johns County, where you can still build any model home you choose or floor plan that you love of Toll Brothers. There's still that opportunity to do that now. And there's also some great opportunities for quick move-ins as far at this point of filming this video here in March of 2025. So lots of great options if you like Toll Brothers as one of your preferred tract builders. And if you're considering which community to be in, you have Newbrook and you have Bartram Ranch. And here's kind of a lowdown of what we talked about today. If you're looking for things that are a little more central, busy, you want to be in the mix of things, that's kind of a Newbrook for you. If you want to live in a big master plan community, that's definitely going to be Newbrook for you. You're going to want to have that golf cart road access to commercial. That's probably going to be Newbrook for you. If you want things to be a little quieter and a little more chill and you don't need that master plan community lifestyle and you just are fine with an amenity center in a smaller, more quaint neighborhood, then Bartram Ranch is your better option. And again, if you look at location-wise, depending on your commute, that could affect things. Also, you can get a little bit more home for your money in Bartram Ranch. And then finally, Bartram Ranch is more established than Newbrook. So Newbrook is in the earlier stages. Bartram Ranch is finalizing their last couple of phases, phase 5 and 6. So you're going to see less construction there. They also have their amenity center ready already, so it's more established. Newbrook is still in the beginning stages. So those are the kind of the gist of the main things that would maybe sway your decision-making process. But again, I chatted with folks because I have currently customers that I'm representing in Bartram Ranch that are building, and I have customers that I'm also representing in Newbrook currently. I have 3, as I mentioned earlier in the video. And I asked people, what was your final determining factor of why you chose Bartram Ranch or Newbrook? And the last one just mentioned, you know what, it was really about the lot for us. It was the lake to preserve views, the lot, it was a pie shape. And that was kind of really their determining factor. And I think that's what it all goes back to when I make a lot of these videos all the time in every community overview I do. I tell people it's really about the location, your lot location, location. It's just an old real estate rule of thumb. So a lot of people not always focus on just the floor plan, but their key is what does my lot look like? What's my privacy? What are my views in the back? Because that really does affect resale. And of course, it matters to some people and other people it doesn't. So it just depends on where you're coming from. So I hope this was very helpful. Again, my name is Greg DeTullio. I specialize in new home construction. My channel has a ton of views. If you look at the community section, you've got community overviews. I have a new home tour section where you can check those out as well. But more importantly, if you're thinking about relocating to the area and you need someone with experience, it's not about the builder you choose. It's about the relationship of the person building your home, meaning the construction manager, and having an advocate on your behalf to represent you. It costs you nothing to have that person to advocate on your behalf. And so my commissions are paid for by the builder as a marketing fee. They do not lower the price of the home because that would affect their comps. They don't lower the price of the home just whether or not you choose to use a realtor. So I'm paid in a marketing fee. And so it's really important that you have an advocate. It is going to minimize your time of what you're looking for. Having someone with experience that already has a relationship with the builders, the construction managers, knows the product inside and out. It takes a team to get through this. And what I mean by a team as part of our services, if you do decide to build from scratch, I do have someone on your behalf to attend Design Center with you as well. That's a 2-day process. It's very overwhelming. So it is good to have someone with experience to attend that with you, as well as the builders, Design Center people as well, because it takes a village to get through this process. Anybody knows it's built before. This is not something for the faint of heart. You want to have the team of people behind you. Then also I would mention that it's really important to have that pre-drywall inspection and that final inspection on your new home. And we think it's so important that we actually include that in our services, having a third-party inspection company for pre-drywall and final. That is your insurance, not only that your home is built properly, but that you have that historical data of your home while it's being build. So those are all really important services that we provide. And of course, that is part of our services. It does not cost you anything extra. So if you're thinking about moving in 9 days, 90 days, 180 days, it doesn't matter. Let's begin that dialogue. You can never start planning ahead, especially if you're building. It can take anywhere from 9 months to 12 months. So let's start planning ahead and having that conversation. You can text me, email me, or call me. My information will be pinned to the comments, and it will be in the description as well. Check out my videos on Newbrook. Check out my video on Bartram Ranch, and as well as some of the other videos in St. Johns County. I'll have those at the end here of this, and I will see you there.